I'm basically just like rethinking my relationship to performance and versus authenticity, and whether they're even kind of opposed in that way. Like, in a way, how you perform is kind of an external manifestation of your authentic self, or it can be. But for a lot of people, I also feel like it's a way for them to guard their heart and like earn other people's approval through ego-based methods, like being cooler than other people, you know what I mean? And in the end, I feel like that is, for me, not the way to go about it, because I already feel like really disconnected from other people a lot of the time, and I always forget that like we actually all come from the same source and we're actually all the same, you know, we're actually all the same being. And like these walls and like these performances that we put up are only to protect ourselves from each other and each other's judgment that the ego creates. I'm gonna put my hair back up. The truth, the essential truth that like everything is made of love, and life itself, the meaning of life is love, and life is love. And like I've been able to feel that truth, that like everything is loved just for being, and that's just how it is. And I feel like we're taught that you have to like be a certain way or achieve a certain outcome to earn people's love, but at the end of the day, it's like actually everything around you that's love. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about, because that's like, I feel like that's like something I've like thought about enough. I feel like a new chapter of my life is kind of opening for me, where I'm having to think more about how I want to structure my life and how I want to fix my relationship to work specifically. So I've been having like I've kind of always had this, but I have a lot of like internal pressure when it comes to making art. And it's not even about like worrying that the art that I make won't be good, because once I like start a certain project or I get into the flow of it, it like is always good, and I always find something interesting about it. It's like I feel paralyzed and I can't get myself to start things. Like I feel so much pressure for some reason, even though I'm the only one putting pressure on myself to start things. And then I end up doing other things that are like easier and more familiar to me, like I don't know, like reading or cleaning, or like doing things that are pleasurable to me, like going shopping. Not anymore that much, but like basically finding ways to procrastinate that are like slightly fulfilling in some sense, but I'm kind of just like avoiding the big thing that's actually fulfilling, because I feel like it's just too big. And that's kind of been a problem for me. And I was reading my journals from like earlier this year, or like actually December, when I was at home and I was really tapped into this emotionality that was really amazing, because I was holding so many different emotions at once. I was like in love with my family and my cat and like everything around me basically. And I also felt this deep sense of grief and sadness at the same time, but I was like just holding all of it in acceptance. And then I feel like from there I kept flowing, and it was so natural for me to make art. Like the poems were just pouring out of me naturally, because I was really tapped into that deep emotional space, and I was also just like accepting, and I wasn't forcing anything, because at this time I wasn't even intent on like making anything happen. I was just like, it was just like natural. Whereas now I feel like I have a lot more time to make art, and I've set everything up, and it should be fine for me to just like go and do it. But for some reason, I just feel so much fear about starting stuff. And I also feel really isolated about starting stuff because I feel like basically it's just like feeling like I am running against a current or something, like I'm having to swim upstream against a current. Like that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. And I think it's because I'm too much in my mind. I'm too focused on what my ego believes will earn me love and really focused on success in like conventional ways. When I'm focused on needing an outcome like that, one that I believe will earn me acceptance and like not accepting myself as the way I am, because I've also like kind of not been tapped into the present and in my body and stuff because I've been thinking so much about what's going to happen in the future and how to get to the next step, how to fix things, how to come up with solutions. And that's just like how my mind works. And that's, you know, that's like a great part of myself too, because I'm very driven in that way. But it's also leading to so much like paralysis to me because I'm trying to make art from this space of like blockage instead of flow. And I'm like focused on these things that I feel like will prove myself to be like an artist or to prove myself to be a certain kind of person. And it just feels really constipated. So I'm trying to just like accept everything right now, just accept all the ways that I'm feeling, where I am, but actually things are so beautiful around me and I'm actually like in such a nice, expansive time of my life where there's so much possibility. Yeah, I guess all the layers are falling away.
Damn it won't like sit up itself. We need gel.
Do you have gel?
No.
But
Whatever. Try something else. I might have to dim the lights soon so you can get into it all the way. So you can embrace it. Oh, wait. I like doing purple. I should have lined it way more cleanly. Okay.
You can clean it up with concealer.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, now I'm gonna put some...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's... I think I might have done some version of that yesterday.
But because if that face were naked, it could, when injured, close into a sudden mask, involuntary and terrible, so it was less dangerous to choose, before that inevitably happened, to choose on your own to be a persona. Choosing your own mask was the first voluntary human act, and solitary. But when you finally buckled on the mask of whatever you'd chosen to play yourself and play the world, your body would gain a new firmness. Your head could sometimes hold itself high like the head of someone who has overcome an obstacle. The person was. Though something humiliating could still happen, as it was now in the taxi with Lori. Because after years of relative success with the mask, suddenly, less than suddenly, because of a glance or an overhead word from the driver, suddenly her life's war mask was being singed like dry mud, and its jagged pieces were falling to the floor with a hollow clap. And there was her face naked now, mature, sensitive, when it was no longer meant to be. And the face with the singed mask was crying in silence in order not to die. She entered her house like a fugitive from the world. There was no point in hiding it. The truth was, she didn't know how to live. It was nice to be home. She looked at herself in the mirror while washing her hands and saw the persona buckled to her face. She looked like a dolled-up monkey. Her eyes, under the thick makeup, were tiny and neutral, as if intelligence had not yet revealed itself in mankind. So she washed her face and was relieved to have a naked soul again. Need my face in here too. Outfit of the night. So we got this bag. I kind of like holding it like this, like a clutch. I don't know. It's kind of a vibe. I got this from a vintage store. Oh, you stop the music. And then I have this silk shirt that I just got. Literally at the mall, which is crazy because like, when do you actually find good stuff at the mall anymore? I don't know. It's got this like sheer top layer, and then it's got like a V-neck, and then silk, and then it ties at the back. And then I'm wearing these boxing shorts, which actually match really well, and I'm really digging this combo. And they're literally boxing shorts, like I'm not even lying. And then for shoes, I would wear probably some ballet flats. If I had like silver metallic ballet flats, that would be ideal, but I just don't, and I'm just like I don't believe in spending money on shoes or like anything anymore. So this is what I got. Let's go.
Over.
Okay.
Very thin.
Easy.
I do this.
1, 2, 3,
Go.
go.
Excuse you. That's my accessory.
Yes! The whole fit.
What's this?
The thing is, blood is one of the first lip products I ever bought into one.
Oh, look, she brought you.
Oh, thank you.
Banana.
Okay, Okay. Oh.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
So cute.
No. Use the flash.
I can't see that far. Stop moving. Hi.